أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well and everyone can hear me loud and clearly. So you should be able to unmute yourself now. And I'm just going to bring...
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, now we...
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
This class which I'm doing, so it's going to be in substitution of the class which we normally have on Fridays. Because on Fridays, you probably have Jashan programs in your local centers. So tonight's class is going to be a substitution of the Group C class. So as on Group C, majority of us, we were on lesson number 8 in Group C. Is that correct? Does everyone remember? Correct?
But most of the people here are from group 1.
Okay, how many people are from group 1? Can everyone tell me which lesson?
And we missed the class today on Wednesday, so that's why we are here.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm from group 1.
I'm from group 1.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So everyone's from group 1. That's fine. That's fine. So we're from lesson number... Which lesson are we on?
We are on lesson 8 too. We did 6.
Yeah, start lesson.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have missed a couple of lessons because of Jashan and... Sorry?
So okay, Sister Fawzi, I've sent the recording in the group as well.
Okay.
So inshallah, there will be revision sessions which I'll be conducting. If you listen to the recordings, and then when we do the revision sessions, if there are any questions, or if you want to ask questions via, just message me on WhatsApp, and inshallah I will answer the questions. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Right. Lesson number 8 itself. Now, this lesson itself, it's going to talk about some concepts which we have studied before, but it's going to be slightly more technical. Now, for this lesson itself, so I'm going to ask Sister Shanaz Zedi. So what I would like you to do is that I would like you to go through the points to remember, and I'll elaborate further, inshallah.
Inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Points to remember. In this lesson, we learn how to say this book in Arabic. We have seen that Hada Kitabun means this is a book. Now we learn that Hadal Kitabu mean this book. This is not a sentence. To make it a sentence, we must add a predicate. For example, this book is new. Hadal Kitabu Jadidun.
Excellent. Just 1 second. Let me explain this now. Now, this paragraph is explaining 2 concepts. First of all, Hada Kitabun. So in lesson number 1, when we did Hada Kitabun, lesson 1, so Hada Kitabun, this is a book. Now, when we say this is a book, and I mentioned as well in lesson 1, whenever you have an English translation, the word is, whatever comes before is, will be treated as the subject, as the mubtada, and whatever comes after is, will be treated as the khabar. Khabar, the information which is being provided about the noun which is started the sentence. So mubtada is called subject, and khabar is called predicate. And hada kitab will be treated as subject and predicate. As you look at the translation, this is a book. And I also mentioned last lesson, Sister Shanaz, do you remember last lesson? I mentioned that there are certain things which can come as the khabar. Oh, sorry, as the mubtada. Do you remember that?
Just like Kitabun Bilalun.
So, for example, I said there are certain nouns which are allowed to come as the subject. Sister Parveen Naqvi, do you remember that?
Assalamu alaikum, Maulana.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, haza can come as mubtada.
Mubtada, number one.
Subject.
Number two.
Subject. Haza, hazalika, hazihi, tilka, haulai. These all can come as
the subject.
Mubtada, as subject.
Correct. Number two. Number two is all nouns which start with alif lam.
Alif lam, that they can come
as the subject.
Yeah.
That's number
all
two.
the proper nouns.
Correct. Proper nouns with alif lam. Number two. And then number three, I mentioned all pronouns. All pronouns. Like if we said huwa, alimun. For example, huwa alimun. He is intelligent. Or
intelligent
scholar.
scholar.
Sorry, he's a scholar. So huwa is a pronoun
Right.
which is allowed to come as the subject, as the mubtada. That was example number three. And example number four, I mentioned as well last time, is about all proper nouns, all names of individuals. Muhammad, Fatima, Ahmad, they can come as the subject. For example, Khatija. For example, if you said Aliyun, Shuja, Aliyun, Shuja'un, Aliyun, Shuja'un. Ali is brave.
Brave.
Shuja'un is spelled Sheen, Jim, Alif, Ain. Ali, Shuja'un. Ali is
proper noun.
Brave. Yeah, Ali is a proper noun and it is coming as a mubtada. So these are four examples. These are four examples. First example is Hada is allowed to come as subject. Number two, all nouns which have alif lam can come as subject. And number three was all pronouns. Huwa alimun, he is a scholar. And number three, that was number three. Number four was all proper nouns.
Proper nouns.
Okay, so these are four things. There are other things as well, but I'll teach them later, not yet.
Okay, Maulana, the proper nouns, only the, no, I'm sorry, the pronouns, only the, not the, not the connected one.
Ahsanti, right? Correct. So all of the independent pronouns like huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, and nahnu. All of these can come as the mubtada, as a subject.
Mubtada, subject.
Okay.
You also told us the fifth one, muzaf and muzaf alayh can come as a subject.
Is this Fiza?
Yes.
MashaAllah. Yes. Thank you for that, Sister Fiza.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for reminding. Yes. Also, mudaf ilay can also come as subject. Okay. So now over here now. So hada kitabun mubtada and khabar. Now what's happening now is this. In this lesson, we are going to learn now, after hada, the noun is now going to have alif lam. It's going to have after hada alif lam. So whenever a noun after hada has alif lam, al-kitabu, so over here, hada is mubtada, kitabun is khabar. But in this example here, hada al-kitabu, hada is mubtada, al-kitabu is no longer now the khabar. Al-kitabu, because it has alif lam, it's no longer the khabar anymore. Now it will become part of the mubtada. It becomes part of the mubtada and it becomes a phrase now. It becomes a phrase. This book. So this book is a phrase now. It's not a sentence anymore. There's no more is. Can you look at this? This book. So when it becomes a phrase, it becomes an incomplete sentence. And then what happens is that you need to bring another noun after it to make it a complete sentence. And that noun, which comes after hadal kitabu, will be treated as the khabar. Is that clear?
Yes. Yeah.
So hadal kitabu jadidun. This book is new.
New.
So why is this? So what happens here? هذا الكتاب. So in English language, have you heard of the term? What is the term? It's called. Okay, let me use the Arabic term. So whenever, let me use the Arabic term to be easier to explain. Hada is ismul ishara, correct? As you know, yes?
Yes, ismul ishara.
So ismul ishara means a noun for indicating. It's called a demonstrative noun, okay? Ismul ishara. Now,
Yes.
when alif lam is joined, when alif lam is joined, this becomes musharun ilay. It becomes musharun ilay. Musharun ilay means the thing towards hada is pointing towards. That's what musharun ilay means. Musharun ilay. So for this reason, musharun ilay is, so literally musharun ilay means to whom hada is pointing. So what it means that hada and al-kitab can be substituted by each other. So this is what? Al-kitab. So al-kitab is this pointing towards the book, and the book can take the place of hada. For example, I'll give you an example. The teacher came, Imran. Teacher, Imran came. So the word teacher and Imran, are they two different individuals? No.
No, same.
Exactly. So this is what's happening in Arabic. The word al-kitab, when it comes to alif lam, it is called badal. In Arabic, we call this word badal because it's having alif lam and it's coming after hada. So badal meaning that al-kitab can come in the place of hada, and hada can come in the place of al-kitab. That's what badal means.
So al-kitab is both badal and mushar ilay.
Yes, there are two words you can use. Badal and musharun ilay. That these words, both of them, hada and kitab, they are vice versa. They can substitute each other. So that's the reason why hada al kitab, both of them are treated as mubtada. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them together make
Is mubtada. Yes.
Together.
Yes.
Sure.
Or whereas over here, hada kitabun, only hada is the mubtada, kitabun is the khabar.
Sorry, what's the meaning of mubtada?
Mubtada, it comes from the word bada'a. Bada'a means to start. Mubtada means the noun which starts the sentence.
Okay, thank you.
That's mubtada. And then, so in English language, it's called subject. When a noun starts a sentence, it's called a subject. And every noun which starts a sentence, it has two components. It has a subject and the predicate. Predicate is the khabar, or the information which is being provided about the noun which has started the sentence itself.
We also use this word in Urdu, ibtada, beginning.
Yeah.
So mubtada is from that.
That's right. That's right. So hadha al-kitabu is a phrase and it's the subject, and jadidun is the khabar. This concept is a really important concept. And now you will see over here now, Sister Shanaz, can you just go through this example now? All demonstrated pronouns.
All demonstrated pronouns can be used to make this construction. For example, that man is an engineer. ذَلِكَ الرَّجُلُ مُحَدِّثٌ. مُحَدِّثٌ. This watch is beautiful. هَذِهِ السَّاعَةُ جَمِيلَةٌ. That nurse is from Japan. تِلْكَ الْمُمَرَّسَاتُ مِنَ الْيَابَانِ.
Okay, now let's explain now. So dhalika rajulu, we translate that man. So dhalika ismul ishara, ar-rajulu musharun alay, mubtada, muhandisun, khabar. As you can see, the is situated after the word man. This watch is situated after sa'a, beautiful. And you also see, do you remember I mentioned another point? I said always the subject and the predicate, the mubtada and khabar, they will correspond in number and gender. So muhandisun is coming masculine because we're talking about the man. Sa'atu is feminine, so the adjective, the khabar itself is coming feminine. Jamilatun, not jamilun. Tilka al-mumarridatu is a female nurse. That nurse, min al-Yabani. She is from Japan.
Japan.
Now, there's another point I'm going to add now. You write this down as well. We have learned so far that there can be two types of khabar. There can be two types of khabar. Number one, a single noun, like dhalika rajulu muhandisun. So in this example, muhandisun is a single noun coming as a khabar, as a predicate. Number one. Number two, tilka al-mumarridatu min al-Yabani. That nurse is from Japan. So here, in this example, a preposition, jar and majrur, a preposition is coming as a khabar. So a single noun can come as a khabar or a preposition, min and yaban. So this is a preposition. This can come as a khabar. So these are there are different types of khabars which are allowed. So I'm going to just explain and teach you them gradually and prepare yourself for the Quran. Is this clear so far?
So Malana, we can call min al-Yabani as jar or majroor.
Yes, because min is a harf jar, and the noun which comes after a preposition is called, in this case, is called majroor, the noun which you get in the kasra.
Thank you.
Right, Sister Elia, Bismillah, come on the mic. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Number two.
We have seen that normal ending of a noun is you, and it changes to I after prepositions and when the noun is a possessor. For example, al-baytu jamilun. The house is beautiful. Bilalun fil bayti. Bilal is in the house.
Correct.
Hada miftahul bayti. This is the key of the house.
Exactly. So in this point here now, you are being taught another example of a khabar. So al-baytu jamilun. Al-baytu is a proper noun with alif lam mubtada. Jamilun is indefinite and it's a noun, single noun coming as khabar. So normally the khabar always comes without alif lam. Jamilun nakira. And bilalun fil bayti. Bilal is a proper noun, is a name. Fil bayti is a preposition coming as khabar. So this is the second type of khabar. And the third type of khabar is this one here. What is this, Sister Elia? Miftahul bayti. What type of khabar is this? Miftahul bayti, key of the house. So of is giving. No, what? No. Miftahul bayt. What type of composition is this?
Mudaf alayh.
Who is this? Sister Afridi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum salam. Correct. Sister Elia, yes. This is mudaf ilayh. Miftahul bayti. So mudaf ilayh can come as a khabar. So why am I teaching this? The reason why I'm mentioning this and preparing yourself is that when we start book 3 or 4 and when we start reading Arabic text, knowing this, that what can come as khabar, what can come as mubtada, will allow you to translate the Arabic text correctly. So you will know what is mubtada, you will know what is the khabar itself. If you don't know what is mubtada and khabar, you may say beautiful, the beautiful house. You may even say beautiful is the house. So instead of the house is beautiful, you may say the other way around if you didn't know what is mubtada and where is khabar. So that's the reason why knowing grammar, it protects a person from making mistakes in the translation itself.
Okay, so when we are saying hada miftahul bayti, so hada miftahu is the mubtada.
No, hada by itself is the mubtada. Miftahul bayti is mudaf ilay, and it's coming as the khabar.
Okay.
But in the first one, al-baytu jamilun, al is the, right?
Yep, al is
beautiful.
Correct.
understand that it's used the house is
So can
beautiful.
you please like explain it like each sentence wise, like al baytu jamilun?
Okay,
So al bayt is the subject.
I'll explain. Al-baytu is the subject. Why? Because it has alif lam. So all mubtada should have alif lam if it's going to come in the beginning of the sentence. So if it qualifies to become the subject. Jamilun is indefinite. Okay, how many of you, I have a question. How many of you attended those classes which I did just about a month ago on Arabic through the Quran? Did anyone attend those classes?
No.
So if
We did.
okay,
Aisha and myself, we did.
okay,
It was Sundays.
Yeah. So al-baytu jamilun, the house is beautiful. When we say the house is beautiful, the word jamilun is indefinite. So if you added, for example, I'm going to mention this point. If I add alif lam to jamilun, it becomes the beautiful, correct? Al-jamil becomes the beautiful. Whenever, so in the Arabic language, we have adjectives as well. Adjectives are nouns which describe another noun. So if we say the beautiful, then it becomes a sifat for the house. It becomes an adjective for the house. So then the translation would be, so like here, it says the house is beautiful. So is, when the noun jamilun is without alif lam, you can put is. But if it has alif lam, then al-jamilu no longer remains the khabar, but it becomes an adjective for the house. For example, in English, we say the intelligent boy is standing. The intelligent boy is standing. So it becomes adjective. So when you add alif lam, then al-jamilu becomes a sifat for al-baytu. Then the translation will be the beautiful house. When we say the beautiful house, the word beautiful is describing the house. It's an adjective for the house, and it becomes an incomplete sentence. If you say the beautiful house is big, al-baytul jamilu kabirun. Kabirun means big. So when we say the beautiful house is big, kabirun then will become the khabar. The normal position and the i'rab of a khabar, if it's going to be a single word, should be without alif lam. If it comes with alif lam, then it becomes an adjective for the mubtada. Sister Elia, does that make sense to you?
So it's no more a khabar then?
Yes, no more the khabar. It becomes part of the mubtada.
Okay.
In next lesson number 9, we'll talk about adjectives.
Okay.
We'll talk about adjectives. So I know this is a bit early, but I would just mention it as passing by.
So Malana, al-baytu jamilun, we can call it phrase, right? Not
No. Al-baytu al-jamilu becomes a phrase. The beautiful house.
Al-baytu al-jamilu.
Yeah.
So
like,
if it's al-baytu al-jamilu, it should be the house, the beautiful.
No, the beautiful house. The in the English language, we always translate the adjective first and then the noun which is being derived. The beautiful house. In Arabic, it happens the other way around. You bring the house first and the adjective which is describing the house afterwards. So the literal translation, house, beautiful. We don't do that. But in English, we say the beautiful house. We'll do this in the next lesson.
Okay, thank you.
So Bilalun fil bayti. Bilal is a proper noun. Fil bayti, fi is a preposition. Al bayti is in the genitive case majroor because of fi. So this is the khabar. And over here, hadha miftahul bayti. Hadha is the mubtada. Miftahul bayti is mudaf ilay, and it's coming as the khabar. Is that clear enough for you? Is this clear for you?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Fiza, is that clear for you?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, it is. So basically, you are giving us the 3 examples from those 5 points you told us that they can come as mubtada. In these 3 examples.
Exactly. There are 3 examples of 3 different categories. Al-baytu alif lam, Bilalun, proper noun. Hada, ismul ishara.
And haza miftahul bayti is also example as muzaf and muzaf alayh.
So no, yeah. So this is in this one here, hada is mubtada, miftahul bayti. Now this is an example of mudaf ilay coming as khabar.
As khabar, not okay.
So jamilun is a single word coming as a khabar. Fil bayti is jar and majroor, a preposition coming as khabar. Miftahul bayti is mudaf ilay coming as khabar.
As khabar, not as mubtada.
No.
Okay.
So, mudaf ilay can sometimes come as mubtada. So mudaf ilay has a peculiarity or a speciality. Sometimes it can come as mubtada and sometimes it can come as khabar.
Khabar.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Right. So there are some students from, okay, let's bring Sister Ruqayya.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Sister Ruqayya, you're from the other group, yes? From the Urdu group, yes?
Yes.
Okay, bismillah.
Yeah. Bismillah. Noun ending in long have no endings. They remain unchanged.
Yep.
Example, this is America. Hazihi America.
Correct.
I'm from America. And Ana min America. He is the president of America. Huwa Raisu America.
Correct. Now, what's happening here now is that any noun, it's trying to literally mention that any noun which ends with an alif at the end, there's no i'rab being shown. Hada America, hada is mubtada, America is khabar. Ana min America, min is harf jar. Whenever min comes, the noun which comes after it should get a kasra or a kasra tanween, depending upon if it comes with alif lam or not. And here, huwa ra'isu America, huwa is mubtada, ra'isu is mudaf, America is mudaf ilay. It should get a kasra tanween, but is not getting a kasra tanween. So whenever a noun has an alif at the end, the i'rab for the last letter remains silent.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
And do you understand what I'm talking about mubtada and khabar?
Mubtada, from which it is start from, a sentence start from.
Absolutely. Did you understand do you understand what I explained before? That there are 4 nouns which can come as the mubtada earlier, yes?
I don't know about that. It is my first lecture.
Okay, but did you not finish the Nahu class with them?
Actually, yeah, I read something about that, but I never attended any class.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so inshallah, what I'll do, when we do the revision, inshallah, I'll try to make you catch up so that you're with the class.
I have a question.
Yes.
So is it only for the nouns that are ending in alif, or is it also for the endings in ya and waw?
Yes, there are other rulings for so nouns which end with, at the moment we're talking only about alif. We'll talk about the waw and the ya as well later on. Okay. Right. Next person, can I have Sister Asma Raza?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Can you kindly read point number 3, please?
Right. Khalufa.
No, khalfa and amama.
Okay. Khalfa, behind, amama, in front of. The noun after these have endings. For example, al-baytu khalf al-masjidi. The house is behind the mosque.
Correct.
Hamidun amam al-mudarrisi. Hamid is in front of the teacher. Hamidun amam al-mudarrisi. Hamid is in front of the teacher.
Okay, brilliant. Now, what it's trying to say that any word like khalfa, amama, in Urdu we don't use this word, but in English, the word khalfa, which indicates behind, amama means in front. Now, these types of words in English are called adverbs. Adverbs are those which indicate upon place and time. In Urdu, we do use it in Farsi, in classical Urdu, we use the word zarf. Zarf means something which indicates upon place and time. In Arabic, we use the word dharf. Which means place and time. So whatever comes after the word khalfa amama, it will be treated as khalfa mudaf al mudarrisi mudaf ilay. So that's the reason why the dal of al masjid gets a kasra and al mudarrisi is getting a kasra as well. So that is what he's trying to mention here.
All right.
Okay, brilliant. Is that clear?
Yes.
Brilliant. So Sister Fiza Rizvi, can you come for question number 4? Point number 4.
Point number 4.
Yes.
Jalasa means he sat. Where did Muhammad sit? Aina jalasa Muhammadun. He sat in front of the teacher. Jalasa amam al-mudarrisi.
Correct. Now here over itself, as I mentioned when we did lesson number 4, I mentioned that every verb requires a doer, and every verb has a suffix, a dhamir, which is attached to it, a pronoun which is attached to the verb, which demonstrates who is performing the action. So jalasa is one of those exceptions where the pronoun huwa is hidden in the verb, which represents who is performing the action. So jalasa means he sat. Amam al-mudarrisi is an example of the word amam, in front. Al-mudarrisi is getting a kasra. Right.
Okay, so this is an exception. That's why they are mentioning here.
Yeah. No, they only giving it. They're giving you an example to explain amama. They don't.
Amama. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. But huwa is hidden here in jalasa. Yeah. This is past tense. Okay.
Correct. Vocabulary.
Okay, limazi and file is
huwa dhamir.
Okay. Good.
Vocabulary.
Got it. Vocabulary.
Yep.
Okay. America. As-sikinu, knife. Mughlaqun, closed. Almania, Germany. Al-Iraq, Iraq. Inglaterra, England. Switzerland, Switzerland.
Right.
Al-Mustashfa, hospital. Note that the final E, ya, which is pronounced alif, has no dots. So fi is fi and ala is ala.
Correct. There's no there's no dots underneath the ya itself. Correct.
Okay, so that's why they use nukta under the fi, and they don't use nukta under ala. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Okay, let's go for the lesson now. So this lesson is quite easy. I'll go for it now. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ad-Darsu Thaminu, the 8th lesson. Hadha ar-rajulu tajirun wa dhalika ar-rajulu tabibun. I'm going to read the Arabic and someone's going to translate. I'm going to ask Sister Maryam. Sister Maryam, are you there?
Assalamu alaikum. Yes.
Alaikum assalam. Would you be able to translate that?
Which one?
The first sentence.
Hello.
The first sentence.
Okay. Haza rajulu tajirun wa zalika rajulu tabibun.
Tabibun.
Tabibun. This man is a merchant and that man is a doctor.
Excellent. Hadha rajulu tajirun wa dhalika rajulu tabibun. This man is a merchant and that man is a doctor. Correct. Ismu tajiri mahmudun wasmu tabibi sa'idun. Translation.
Yeah. The merchant name is Mahmoud and the doctor name is Saeed.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Brilliant. Next person I will ask to come on the mic will be can I bring Sister Bilqis? هذا البيت للتاجر وذلك البيت للطبيب.
This house.
Yep.
This house belongs to Tajir.
Excellent. هذا البيت للتاجر. This house belongs to the Tajir. وذلك البيت للطبيب.
And that house belongs to Tabib, doctor.
Excellent. So that is absolutely correct. Then next one, بيت التاجر أمام المسجد وبيت الطبيب خلف المدرسة.
The house of Tajir is behind masjid.
In front of the masjid.
In front of masjid, and the house of doctor is behind
the school.
Behind the school.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next person I will ask to come, Sister Arjumand Rizvi.
Yes, hi.
لمن هذه السيارة ولمن تلك؟ لمن هذه السيارة ولمن تلك؟
This
for whom? Liman means for whom. If you read the Arabic, I'll translate for you.
Who?
Liman. Read the Arabic. Liman هذه السيارة.
Liman هذه السيارة. Whose sayara is this?
Yeah, for whom is this car? For whom is this car? Waliman tilk, and for whom is that?
For whom is that?
Correct.
Liman for whom?
Yes, liman means for whom.
Okay.
هذه السيارة للطبيب وتلك للتاجر. This car is
for doctor.
And that is for the.
And that is
merchant. Yeah, merchant.
That is merchant. Yes.
Excellent. Next one, last one. Read this yourself. هذه سيارة.
This سيارة إلى اليابان.
من اليابان.
من اليابان. This car from Japan.
Correct.
And that وتلك من أمريكا. And that car from America.
Excellent. وتلك من أمريكا, and that is from America. Jazakallah. Thank you. Right. Can I bring next on the mic? Sister Fawzia.
Excuse me. Zalika means that, right?
Yes, correct.
And tilka also means that?
Correct. So dhalika is for masculine. Dhalika al-kitabu la rayb. Dhalika is for masculine and tilka is for feminine. So tilka imra'atun, that is a woman. Tilka sayyaratun, that is a car.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Sister Fawzia.
Yeah, Bismillah ar-Rahman. Man haza rajulu wa man haza wa man zalika rajulun.
Correct.
Who's this man and who's that man? Am I right?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Ma ismu tajirun. What's the merchant's name? Ma ismu tabibun. What's the doctor's name? Min ayna sayyaratun tabibun. From where the doctor's car?
Yep.
Yeah. Man ayna sayyaratun tajirun. From where's merchant's car?
Correct.
Man ayna ayna bayt tajirun. Where is the merchant's house?
Correct.
Ayna tabib bayt tabibun. Where is the doctor's house?
Excellent. So are you going to answer them now? Answer to 4 questions.
Okay. اقرأ واكتب. هذا الولد خالد. Or do you want me to answer these?
Yeah, the previous ones.
Okay. The answer is at the top, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. من هذا الرجل ومن هذا الرجل. هذا رجل تاجر وهذا رجل طبيب.
وذلك رجل.
Sorry, وَذَلِكَ رَجُلٌ طَبِيبٌ.
Answer, translate.
Yeah, this is the merchant.
No, not
and
this man, because there's
this
alif
man,
lam.
yeah, this man is a merchant and that man is a doctor.
Correct.
Yeah, man ismu tajirun. Ismu tajir Mahmud.
Masmut tajiri.
Ma ismu tajirun. Ismu tajirin Mahmudun. The
Correct.
merchant's name is Mahmud. Ma ismu tabibun. What's the doctor's name?
Yep.
Doctor's name is Saeed. من أين سيارة طبيب؟ هذا
تلك سيارة طبيبي من. Where is the merchant's car? Where is the doctor's car from?
Japan.
Yes.
هذا سيارة طبيب.
So you can say تلك السيارة من
تلك.
الياباني.
What is that?
You can change it yourself.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
سيارة من الياباني. Okay. Okay.
Number
من أين سيارة تاجر?
So you can say تلك.
Yeah. تلك سيارة من أمريكا.
No, تلك السيارة من أمريكا.
تلك سيارة من أمريكا.
That car is from America.
America.
Correct.
أين بيت تاجر? Where is the Tajir's house?
أين بيت التاجر?
بيت التاجر. بيت التاجر إمام المسجد.
Correct.
Yeah. أين بيت الطبيب؟ طبيب. بيت طبيب خلف المدرسة.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Doctor's house behind the school.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Brilliant.
No worries.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Now I'm going to ask, I have Sister Safdar Amina. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Safdar. Would you like to come on the mic? Sister Safdar, or would you like to just be passive? Okay, let's bring Sister, who am I going to bring next? Sister Gulshan.
Yes, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Sister Gulshan, I want you to do 1 to 3.
Okay. Hazal waladu Khalidun. This boy is Khalid. Wazalikal waladu Muhammadun. And that boy is Muhammad.
Excellent.
Hazal rajulu mudarrisun. This man is a teacher.
Excellent.
Wazalikal rajulu muhandisun. And that man is an engineer.
Correct.
Hazal kitabu jadidun. This book is new. Wazalikal kitabu qadimun. And that book is old.
Excellent. So here, all of these example of alif lam after hada, both of them together is the mubtada, Khalidun khabar, Muhammadun khabar, Mudarrisun khabar, Muhandisun is coming as khabar as well.
Okay.
And Qadimun is coming, Dhalik al-Kitabu, that book is old. Qadimun is coming as khabar. Right. Thank you for
One
that.
question, Sheikh.
Yep.
So the walad, the translation is boy or son? Or both?
Hadha al-waladu, that this boy or this boy is walad can be used sometimes in the meaning of boy, and sometimes it can be used in the word of son as well.
Son,
Both means it can use as well.
Ibn means son, isn't it?
Yeah, Ibnun is used as son as well, and waladun sometimes comes in the walad. Hadha waladi. This is my boy. This is my son as well. So it has two meanings.
Two meanings.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sheikh, one question.
Yes.
وَذَلِكَ رَجُلٌ مُهَنِّسٌ.
Yep.
Yeah, what does muhandis mean?
Engineer.
Engineer.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Next person on the mic, Sister Asma Raza.
Number 4.
5 and
Hazis
6.
yaratu li aliya wa tilka li Khalidin. This car is for Ali.
Excellent.
And that is for Khalid.
Right.
Hazal babu maftuhun wa zalikal babu mu'lakun. This door is open. Am I right?
Yep, this door is open.
And that door is closed.
Correct.
Liman hazihi sa'atu. Liman for who? This sa'atu means
Watch.
watch.
For whom is this watch?
For whom this
Who's watching?
watch? Hiya li Abbasi. That is for Abbas.
So the word, because in the Arabic language there is no जो अल्फाज वो है उर्दू में, that is not existing in Arabic. So what they do, they use the word huwa and hiya to refer to the nouns itself. So if the noun ends in the taya marbuta, then we use hiya, she, which comes in the meaning of it. And if the noun does not end with a taya marbuta at the end, then we use huwa. Normally huwa, it means he, but it also is used for in the meaning of it, referring to objects as well.
Right.
Okay. Right.
Right.
So one question over here.
Right. The next person I'm going to ask to on the Sister Ruqayya.
Maulana,
Yes.
I have one question.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
One second, Maria. Okay, Sister Maria, go ahead.
Yeah, here li ibasin. The two kasra is because of the lam come before the
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Li means for, and because the word Abbas is coming without alif lam, so that's really Abbasin. If it was Lil Abbas, if it was Al Abbas, then it would be Lil Abbasi.
Okay, Jazakallah.
No problem.
Yeah, I have a question too.
Yes, Sister Fiza.
You said we can use huwa as he.
Yep.
Can we use huwa as it?
That's what I said. Yes. So huwa and
hiya. And hiya can we use as she?
She and it as well, both of them.
She and it as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sister
One
Ruqayya.
more question.
Yes. Elia, go ahead.
Can we put al before the names because these are the proper nouns? So
that is a very good question. No, you shouldn't do it. But sometimes we do put alif lam. A noun which is already proper noun does not require alif lam. That is correct. That is correct.
I have one question, Sheikh.
Yep.
So when we say liman, the translation is for who. So can we do the translation whose watch is this?
Yeah, liman you translate as for whom or whose watches is it? That's fine, perfectly fine.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Says Ruqayya, I want you to remember which we're on. We're number 7, 8, and 9. Go ahead.
for whom liman for whom है?
For whom? किसके लिए?
अच्छा, और आप दूसरा whose बता रहे थे?
जी दोनों सही हैं. किसके लिए और किसका? Both of them are correct. For whom or whose? Whose is this watch? दोनों दुरुस्त है, कोई मसला नहीं है.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Sister Ruqayya. 7, 8, 9.
7. Okay. Ahazal baitu lit tabibe. La huwa lil mudarrisi.
Correct.
Is this the house of is it doctor's house?
Is this doctor's house? Correct.
No. Huwa lil mudarrisi.
Correct.
This is teacher's house?
Yeah. No, it is the teacher house. It is for the teacher.
Okay. Ahazihi darajatul ibni muazzin. Is this darajatu? I don't know what is this.
Ahadi darajatu is this bicycle for the son of the muazzin?
Is this Moses' bicycle? Naam, yes.
No, a muazzin's son's bicycle. Muazzin's son's bicycle.
Okay.
Is this bicycle for the muazzin's son?
Is this okay? I don't know exact meanings about.
Muazzin means the person who calls the adhan. It's called muazzin.
Yeah.
Ibn means son.
What is darajat? Darajatu means
bicycle.
Bicycle. Okay. Naam. Yes. Man hazal waladu. Whose son is this?
No. Man hazal waladu here. Who is this boy?
Who is this boy? Huwa talibun minal Iraq. He is a Iraq's student.
No, he's a
a
student.
student. He's a student from Iraq.
Yes. So huwa talibun. Huwa is mubtada. Talibun is khabar. Min al-Iraqi is a preposition. Thank you. Okay, next person I'm going to ask Sister Safiya Salim. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Sister Safiya, would you like to listen or would you like
Yes,
to
I just reached lesson 5, so I'm just listening and trying to understand what is happening.
Yeah, no problem. Listen in, because that will help you to, when you come to this lesson in the revision, inshallah, that will assist yourself. That's not an issue at all.
Okay.
So that is good. The listening is a really important tool of learning Arabic language. So please do listen. That's not an issue.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to look very diligently at what is being said.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not an issue. So inshallah, next time when you come in, when you offer exams, then inshallah, you be prepared for it. Inshallah, not an issue. Sister Fizza, can you come on?
Yes, sure. Number 10, right?
Yep.
أذلك البيت جديد? Is that house new? لا هو قديم جدا. No, it is very old.
Correct.
هذه السيارة من اليابان. This car is from Japan. وتلك من سويسرا. And that is from Switzerland.
Correct.
هذا السكين من ألمانيا. This سكين was knife.
Yes.
Yeah. This knife is from Germany. وتلك الملعقة من إنجلترا. And that spoon is from England.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Thank you for that. Sister Safdar, you've got your hand up. Safdar Amina, would you like to come on the mic? If you unmute yourself, come on the mic. Otherwise, I can't hear your question.
Yes, I am new, but I want to read.
Bismillah. I know you're from the Urdu group, yes?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So this class, so the reason why this is the class, and the other classes are separate. So inshallah, I will add some of these students to the other class as well, where I know some of the students want to do Arabic grammar, syntax, nahu by itself. So inshallah, I may start the class after Mahi Ramazan, not before Mahi Ramazan. It'll be too difficult for me.
Okay.
Okay, Bismillah.
Can I read?
Yes, let's do the next part. So Hada Kitabun, this is a book. So when after Hada Alif Lam is joined, it becomes Hadal Kitabu li Muhammadin. The translation then will be, this book is for Muhammad. Bismillah, continue.
Muhammad. Yes. Which number?
Number 1, Hada Tabibun.
Number 1.
You unmute yourself. You muted yourself again.
आमना आंटी आपका म्यूट हो गया फिर से.
हाँ हो गया, ठीक है. अब क्या करूँ? हाजा
तबीबुन.
एक मिनट, वो भी तो है. हाजा तबीबुन. हाजा कहाँ गया? वो तो नजर भी नहीं आ रहा.
ये सबसे नीचे है, पेज पे सबसे नीचे.
There you go. हाजा तबीबुन. Yeah. हादा तबीबुन. Okay, फिर आपका
सबसे आखिर की जो 2 लाइनें हैं.
I think she's on mute again. ठीक है, मसला. Okay, that's fine. Let's bring someone else on the mic then. Sister Maryam.
हादा तबीब, हादा किताबुन.
No, number 1. हादा
This is a book.
जी जी, बिस्मिल्लाह.
हादा तबीबुन. He is a doctor.
No, this is a doctor.
This is a doctor.
Yep.
Hada sayyaratun.
Hadihi sayyaratun.
Hadihi sayyaratun.
This is a car.
This is a car. Hada kitabul Muhammad. This kitab is Muhammad.
This book is for Muhammad.
This book is, sorry. Minal Hind. He is من الهند.
So you will add, so what you need to do is هذا طبيب, need alif lam with a طبيب. هذا طبيب من الهند. This doctor.
هذا طبيب. Yes.
India.
طبيب من الهند. This doctor is from Hind.
Correct.
Okay. هذا سيارة. This.
No.
هذا
No.
هذه سيارة.
هذه السيارة. هذه السيارة. This car is for manager.
للمدير.
Yeah.
للمدير. Manager.
Manager or principal.
Yes.
Number 3 and 4. ذلك.
Lemon. Where?
Number 3.
Number 3 कहाँ चला गया?
ऊपर है सबसे. ذلك ولد.
ذلك ولد.
That is a boy.
That is a boy.
Then alif lam الولد के साथ alif lam का इजाफा करें.
ذلك ولد.
ذلك الولد. alif lam और तनवीन एक दूसरे की मुखालिफ है. तजाद है. You cannot have alif lam and have tanween as well together. So be ذلك الولد.
ذلك الولد.
ابن
المدرس.
مدرسي.
مدرسي.
Translation: that boy.
Yeah. ذلك. This is a boy.
No, not this boy. ذلك means that boy.
That is a boy, and he is the son of Mudarris.
That boy
teacher.
is the son of the teacher. Correct.
It's son of teacher. Tilka sahatun. Tilka sahatun means Swiss.
Tilka saat, that is a watch, and tilka saat,
that is a watch.
Min Switzerland. That watch is from Switzerland.
Switzerland. Okay.
Ahsanti, Jazakallah. Thank you. Now, next person, can I request Sister Parveen Naqvi to show some 5 and 6?
G 5 and 6. Haza kalamun. This is a pen. Hazal kalamu li Abbasin. This kalam is for Abbas. Zalika rajulun. This is a man. That is a man. That is a man. Zalika rajulu. Zalika rajulu muazzinun. That man is muazzin.
Excellent. Sister Parveen Razai, can you do 7, 8, 9?
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. Hazihi bayzatun. Hazihi bayzatun kabiratun. This is an egg. This egg is a big. Haza mandilun. This is an handkerchief. Haza mandilun.
You need to add alif lam. When you do with hadal mindilu wasikhun, this handkerchief is dirty.
Hazihil.
Yep. Hadal. So hadal.
Hazal mandilun wasikhun. This handkerchief is dirty. Hazihi aqibatun. This is a
bag.
Bag. Hazihil haqibatun lil mudarrisi.
Do not. Whenever there's alif lam, there's no tanween. هذه الحقيبة للمدرس.
هذه الحقيبة للمدرس.
Correct. Thank you.
I have a question.
Okay. I'm going to ask.
A question?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. If you pull it a bit up, the number 3 one where there was ibnu.
Sorry, let me just bring it. Yep.
Okay. So when we are doing it, we'll say ذَلِكَ الْوَلَدِ ابْنُ الْمُدَرِّسِ.
So you will see ذَلِكَ. So you ذَلِكَ الْوَلَدُ ابْنُ الْمُدَرِّسِ. Yes.
Yeah.
The alif, you can read it because Hamzatul Wasl. You can make it silent. That's right.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
One question. Sorry to bother.
Yep.
You said alif lam. If you put it al walad, you don't have to put zalika, right?
No. You say ذَلِكَ الْوَلَدُ.
All right. So what about the object as-sa'atu? So do you put
تِلْكَ السَّاعَةُ?
Yeah. So tilka, that is
that
a watch, yeah.
تِلْكَ السَّاعَةُ min Switzerland. That watch is from Switzerland.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Right. Can I request Shanaz, can you come on the mic?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
So what you need to do, read the following examples, then mark, make questions answering on its pattern. So liman hadha al-kitabu li Muhammadin. So now you see a picture of a pen. So you say, for whom is this watch? For whom is this pen? This pen is for Abbas. Bismillah. Do 1 to 5.
Bismillah ar-Rahman Rabbi zidni ilma. Liman hadha al-qalamu. قلم هذا الكلم عباس
لعباس. Correct.
لمن هذا المفتاح
مفتاح. No, when there's alif lam, there's no tanween. لمن هذا المفتاح.
لمن هذا مفتاح هذا المفتاح عباس.
No, لعلي. Next one is لعلي.
لعلي. Okay.
Number 3.
لمن هذا السيارة.
No, سيارة is feminine. So if the noun which you're talking about is feminine, then we cannot use هذا. We will have to use هذه, like this here. هذه.
لمن هذه سيارة.
without alif tanween. لمن هذه سيارة.
لهذه سيارة.
No, not done. لمن هذه سيارة.
لمن هذه سيارة.
Right.
هذا سيارة المدير.
هذه السيارة add لي means for للمدير.
للمدير.
Number 4 is for whom is this cow?
لمن how to say cow?
البقرة. البقرة has a time مربوطة is feminine, so you need to say هذه. لمن
هذه بقرة.
لمن هذه البقرة.
هذه البقرة الفلاح.
No, lam. You need to add lam before al-fallahu. Lil-fallahi.
Lil-fallahi.
Yes. Finally, 5. Bag. Liman.
لمن هي حفيفة.
Liman so hakibatun, is it feminine or masculine?
It's a feminine.
So would you use hada or hadihi?
هذه.
Correct. Continue.
هذه حفيفة.
No, liman هذه الحكيبة.
لمن هذه حقيقة. Sorry.
Look on top. لمن هذه الحكيبة.
لمن هذه حكيبة.
حكيبة, not tun, to. You're reading with a tanween, without a tanween. حكيبة to, with just a dhamma. To.
حكيبة. هذه المدرس.
للمدرس. Okay, you need to write this down for me, please.
So one question. So when we are doing the al-fallahu, so when we are saying hadhihi al-haqibatul mudarrisi or mudarrisu?
So lil-mudarris. So you need to add 4. Can you see the example? Li Muhammadin.
Yeah.
So if the word comes with alif lam, then it will be one kasra. Lil-mudiri, lil-fallahi, lil-mudarrisi. But it will be li Abbasin, li Aliyin.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
So that's that. So Ilya, as you're on the mic, might as well do the exercise. Do 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Bismillah.
Okay, Bismillah. Okay. Liman hadha al-kursiyu.
Hadha al-kursiyu, correct?
Hadha al-kursiyu lil ammari.
No, not lil, li ammarin.
Li ammari, okay.
Correct.
هذا الكرسي للعمار. لمن هذا الديك. هذا الديك لبنت الفلاح.
Lam is harf jar. So li, when it comes before bint, which is mudaf, so the dhamma changes to a kasra. Li bintil.
Okay. لبنت الفلاح.
Yeah, so the mudaf can change its harakat from dhamma to a kasra if a preposition harf jar like min, li comes before it.
Okay, got it.
So how do we know that it's li binti or lil binti?
Yep.
How do we know that we have to use li bintu?
So we are just using for the for. This rooster is for, or it's of binti. So that's how we know.
Yeah,
Li
so
is for.
li comes for four. It comes for all of these words. So whenever indicating possession, li will come with it. So that's it. If you look in the example, li Muhammadin, li Abbasin, li Mudiri, it comes with all of the words. Okay.
Sheikh, so if it's alif lam, we say lil.
Yeah,
If
lil Mudiri, correct.
Yeah, if there's no alif lam, then li, yeah?
Yeah, so li Abbasin with a tanween, kasra tanween at the end, correct.
All right, thank you.
Right.
So, how do we know that we have to put kasra tanween or kasra at the end of the noun?
This is something which I mentioned in lesson number 1. That's lesson number 3, I think. I said if the noun ends, if the noun has alif lam, it will only get one kasra or one dhamma or so forth. And if the noun does not have alif lam, then it will get the tanweens. Li Abbasin.
If it has alif lam or not. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Liman هذه الساعة
Liman hadhihi sa'atu. For whom is this watch?
Okay. لمن هذه الساعة هذه الساعة لابن المدير.
No, li ibn. So libn. So li ibn. So li, when li comes with ibn, so it will be li ibn al mudiri, not libn li ibn al mudiri.
Okay, لابن المدير. Okay, so it will become alif. Okay, but why? You said like.
Yeah, because when lam comes, alif remains protected.
Okay, okay.
So we will write lam alif la and then write kasra under lam and then.
That's right.
لابن
لابن المدير.
المدير. Okay. Okay. لمن هذا البيت.
لمن هذا البيت.
بيت. Okay. لمن هذا البيت. هذا البيت للطبيب. طبيبي.
هذا البيت للطبيب. Correct.
Okay. لمن هذا هذا المنديل منديل. لمن هذا المنديل. هذا المنديل للطالب.
Correct. Right, brilliant, thank you. Now, last point, fine, and I'll finish the lesson because it's been more than an hour of the class. Okay, now over here is teaching you that when a noun ends without alif, waw, and ya, the harakat is visible. Al-baytu, the house. Fi is harf jar, and when fi comes before a noun and has alif lam, it gets one kasra. Fil bayti, in the house. Min means from, it's a preposition, and the noun after it gets a kasra. Min al bayti, from the house. Ilal bayti means towards the house. Now, if the noun is with a ya or a alif, the harakat in all of the two scenarios, it remains unchanged. Al-mustashfa, the hospital. Fil mustashfa, in the hospital. Min al-mustashfa, from the hospital. Ilal mustashfa, towards the hospital. The harakat doesn't, the kasra is not visible on the ya. Same with the case with America. America, fi America, min America, ila America. Almania, Germany, fi Almania, min Almania, ila Almania. It's trying to teach you that when it is in the beginning of a sentence or if it comes after fi, the word America or mustashfa, there is no harakat of the kasra which is visible on the last letter. Right.
Is this sorry, Maulana?
Yes.
Is this called alif maksura or alif tawila? Those are the one.
Yes, alif. So here mustashfa is alif maksura.
Okay.
So
and then the America is the alif tawila.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, okay. Jazakallah.
So, sister, who I'm going to ask now?
Just ask for me, Asma Raza.
Yeah, go ahead. Bismillah. Last part. هذا الطبيب
من انقلترا. Excuse me. This doctor is from England.
Right.
Zahaba Hamidun ila Faransa. Zahaba
went. Zahaba went.
Went. Hamid went to the France.
Yeah, went to France.
Mahmoudun Marizun. Mahmoud is sick.
Right.
هو الآن في المستشفى.
He is only in the hospital.
He's only in the hospital. He's going, or
No,
what?
Al-an means now. He is now in the hospital.
He's now in the hospital. Zahaba Abdullahi min al-Mania ila in Kaltara. Abdullah went from Almania,
Germany to UK.
To UK. Germany to UK, right? Hazal Kitabu li Isa. This is Isa's book. Wazalikal Kitabu li Musa. That book is for Musa. Hazal Muhandisu min America. This engineer is from America.
That's everything. Okay. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Okay, I've got 4 questions. I'm going to ask 4 students to finish this off because I don't want to. Sister Mariam, can you do 1 and 2? Then Sister, yeah, 1 and 2, Sister, and Arjumand, 3 and 4. And then I'll be in.
Okay. As-saburatu Imam at-Talibi.
Not Imam, Amam at-Talibi.
Imam at-Talibi.
Blackboard.
Okay. The blackboard is in front of the student. Wahiya khalaf al-mudarrisi.
And here is referring back to the blackboard because blackboard is feminine. So use it. It is referring back, talking about the blackboard. It is behind.
It is behind the teacher.
All right.
Aina sayaratul mudarrisi. Where is the teacher's car? Hiya amam al mudarras. Sorry. Hiya amam al mudarrasati. That is in front of the school.
Correct. Sister Arjuman, can you do 3 and 4 and 5 and end the class, please?
Yes. Aina Baitul Imami. Where is
the Imam's house? Where is the Imam's house?
Where is the Imam house? Baitul Imami Khalaf al Masjidi. The Imam house is behind the masjid.
Correct.
Aina Jalasa Hamidun. Hamid, where is Hamid?
No,
sitting?
Jalasa. Where did Hamid sat? Past tense.
Acha, Jalasa did hai. Where did Hamid sit? Sit. He
Jalasa.
Jalasa Khalfa Mahmudin. He sit.
He sat behind.
He sat behind Mahmud.
Correct. And number 5.
Zahaba Ammarun ilal masjidi.
Wa jalasa.
Zahaba yani standing.
No, Ammar. No, Zahaba Ammar. Ammar went to the masjid.
Zahaba Ammarun ilal masjid. Ammar went
to the masjid.
To the masjid. Wajalasa Imam al Mehrabi. And sat
in front.
In front of
the mihrab.
In front of the mihrab.
Jazakallah. Thank you so much.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yes, Sir Elia.
Okay, in number 4, when he replies, he said Jalasa Khalfa Mahmudin. So why doesn't he say Huwa Jalasa?
So Answer this question. Sister Fizza?
Yes, you just told me when I was reading this that huwa is hidden here in jalasa.
Exactly. So that's the reason why there's no need to say huwa jalasa. Jalasa has the verb inside in it, a pronoun in it, which represents.
Yes. Yes, huwa jalasa khalfa Muhammadin.
No, he's saying we are not going to put huwa. He's saying like it's hidden inside
Jalasa,
the.
yeah, that's right. So jalasa is sufficient.
Okay.
If you say huwa jalasa,
Earlier उसमें हुआ हुमा हम में पढ़ा था ना, is hidden मुस्ततिर हुआ.
Okay.
दो में मुस्ततिर है. हुआ jalasa में है और jalasat. These are the two where the hiya is hidden in jalasat, and in huwa the jalasa pronoun is hidden.
Okay, thank you.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. You've taken a long time. 1 hour 24 minutes this class today. Okay.